George, be careful.
I will not let you fall.
Charlotte and George grudgingly perform their marital duties. Lady Danbury wants to host a ball, and Brimsley spies something curious on Coronation Day. Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, and this is the Fandom Realm, and today I'm reviewing episode number 3 of Queen Charlotte. As always, spoilers abound, so just be aware. And with that, we've gotten complete with our first 2 episodes, and they have been awesome episodes. This is one of the best series, I think, of the year. Hopefully, they'll get some Emmy consideration come that time. And we're going to get started on episode 3. But before we do, just to remind you, last time, a lonely Charlotte was frustrated by her first days of marriage to the king and found a confidant and advisor in Lady Agatha Danbury. And with that, let's take a look at episode number 3, Even Days. Okay, so we're into episode 3, and it looks like we're having the coronation. I love watching things like this put together in movies.
I'm on an errand.
Then I need to be. I'm here because you robbed the king, and she is looking for him.
Okay, why are you in the cellar?
What? There are no other riders. I am simply below stairs.
Oh, he's jealous. He thinks he's hiding somebody. Oh, and he just saw that he got lied to. Oh.
Why is he not being examined by the royal physician?
Brimsley, you have seen nothing.
And you have lied to him.
Mother said they had to go all the way across the world to find someone willing to marry the king.
This girl is annoying as heck.
Of course, I accept her. It is not my place to question the palace.
Except you are questioning the palace.
All the families of the Ton got their titles and land from the king.
It is not.
Love the girl here. Give her a check.
Better in some cases, considering that several of them are from royal families of their own and have much more money than we do.
So her mom was basically being racist, and she just put her in her place.
Children are the cherished hope of every marriage, but for a royal in need of an heir,
Apparently, Dad has taught the girl well, from his reaction.
children are more than a hope. They are a necessity.
Okay, so the older daughters.
Dearests, can you marry a dollhouse? Can you embroider me an heir?
She's really into this heir business.
Or something?
Oh, Mother, could we marry a lost hunter?
Of course not. You are not milkmaids.
I love that. I mean, hey, you're trying to get them to marry.
I cannot attend.
It is a ladies' tea.
So you are friends now?
I suppose.
All right, so I don't know what he's up to there.
He is for.
Perhaps you should not attend. Perhaps you should stay home with me.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Together. After a few strained first days, they enjoyed a wonderful honeymoon.
All right, so Lady Danbury giving some information. I mean, she owes her that information because she delivered the title and the money and the land. And there we have the coronation. And this first section getting us started here, I think for me, one of the things that I was just looking at here is this idea, and, you know, they're keeping the king a secret, and they're keeping him sort of locked away and away from the public. And, I mean, wouldn't people be suspicious about that? I mean, all monarchs in history probably were treated one way, and George is being treated totally different, and they're trying to keep him away from public settings. And I just would think people would be suspicious.
Can you please help me get this off my head?
Okay, so things aren't in...
Steadfast on
Becoming with child, I am steadfast. It is all I do.
Things aren't going as well as we thought.
We did agree to even days.
We did.
Okay, so they've agreed to even days.
The sooner you are with child, the sooner we can cease this performance.
Even days to hook up. That's interesting.
Voice.
It is difficult. I know. The actor can be awful.
It is.
But hey, they're hooking up every other day. That baby's going to come sometime. All right, and they've got such good chemistry.
It is a nightmare.
All right, they're angry for some reason, but she's liking it for that reason.
What exactly is the problem? You have been behaving like a child since my first morning here.
Oh, probably not the best thing to call her acting like a child. Oh, they're in front of everybody on the dining table.
It is an even day.
It is.
Okay, even days. Yeah, there you go. Get everybody out of there. He's the king. It's good to be the king.
I do not suppose you would allow me to cool down in your chambers later. I might allow it.
Aww.
Reynolds, get out.
Okay, so this is a nice little collage here. They're doing their hookups, but the hookups are not really that important. They're sort of learning to be with each other. I mean, the hookups are, but they're learning about each other.
Oranges from now on.
Your Majesty.
It is ridiculous to make someone else pick my orange.
And that's a good thing for them to be together and being active together.
Surely with the title class.
The king does not attend any gatherings of the ton, Your Majesty.
Again, that to me would be suspicious.
It smells like a man.
It might have something to do with the doctor.
Doctor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you should have been quiet.
Agree. Your eyes agreed.
How ill is he?
He is not ill.
Then why the doctor?
All right. That's unpillow talk. Okay, so they're finished.
Was that not up to your standards? Because
You
I
saw
feel
a
that was...
doctor the other day in the cellar.
Okay, get right to it.
I am now. What were those words? Living for the happiness or misery of a great nation.
Okay, and they're getting ready to go into a scene here that I think is very important, because this, I think, is where sort of Charlotte figures him out a little bit more. And I think that's important. We've spent a little over 2 episodes of Charlotte not really getting what was going on. But with this episode, we're really gonna introduce her into it full-fledged. And I thought this was a good part of the episode here. And I like the way, I mean, she's wanting to talk to him. He's being a little closed down, but that's what he's always been. He's not used to having somebody like Charlotte.
A royal baby is a cause for celebration for the commoners.
Okay, so still on the baby issue.
The great experiment.
A ball.
Lord Danbury and I would like to throw the first ball of the season.
Oh, you know they're not going to like that.
The first ball of the season with you. No, that will not.
I just love her reactions sometimes. Okay. Once again.
Trust. They dangle joy in front of me, never let me grasp it.
Oh, she's conniving.
Are every bit as good as they are.
I still find that relationship interesting. She seems to
Make preparations.
want to do
I have
things.
decided we are going to host the first ball of the season.
Oh.
Okay, so go against the princess.
Lady Danbury. Viscountess Bridgerton.
Oh, Bridgerton and Danbury.
Edmund's birthday would have been today.
Boy, there's some hostility between those two.
He liked to celebrate, and I would make him hats.
Hey, if you guys are in this far,
Elaborate, wonderful hats, and he would wear them the entire day.
I'm not a Bridgerton fan, so why is this relationship?
You are most fortunate.
Why is this relationship so bad?
The Danburys are throwing the first ball of the season.
She got out in front of the princess.
We are not going to their home for any reason. It is enough that I must...
Gosh, boy, she's racist. Goodness. Mozart.
A child named Mozart. Where is he from?
Boy, she is just annoying as heck. And there we have Farmer George.
Not, ladies.
So sad. Such a shame.
Perhaps another time.
They're just something altogether.
It is not an even day.
It is not. It is decidedly odd.
And she is wanting to know what's going on.
I enjoy farming.
So King George is Farmer George.
Farmer George. Yes, he is. And to me, the big thing here is Lady Danbury and getting the ball dance. Basically, everybody's going to come. All the lords and ladies are going to come, and it's a play on power for her and prestige, and her family's importance, and so that's really important for her, and that seems to be something that she is really big on. But that also takes us back to her relationship with her husband, and sometimes she seems to feel sorry for him.
Perhaps Lady Danbury can withdraw the invitations?
I cannot ask her to do that.
And then other times she's hating him.
Experiment. The palace must remain steady in its quest to unite society.
All right, so you can't go back.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Majesty, about the ball I am hosting.
Boy, she's being a little presumptuous there.
Is he actually... I believe he's actually gardening.
Your Majesty?
George.
All right. It's a little unbelievable, I guess.
Do you not understand? You are the first of your kind.
This is that older sister mentor type
You're not
relationship.
some simpering girl. You are our queen.
And I like that Charlotte has Lady Danbury.
I have picked my own orange.
You have, Your Majesty.
Of course, she's going to the king here. Oh, that's not a good reaction. There's still some hurt feelings there. Then he comes back to him. And he plays with his finger, too. All right, now I really like this after play
You
scene.
live for the happiness and the misery of a great nation.
And he thinks she's being critical for a second, but she's not.
God, I'm a regular man.
Farmer George.
And that's what he wants more than anything.
You can be a person with me.
I like all this in here, her sort of getting closer.
No more even days and odd days.
Okay, getting rid of even odd.
Our palace walls are too high.
Okay, so Lady Danbury told her that. All right, this section, probably the thing I really look at the most here is this George-Charlotte relationship and the fact that Charlotte is starting to understand sort of the weight that's on his shoulders and the pressure he's under, and that he just wants to be Farmer George. And, you know, that's something to her I don't think she has understood, because he's the King of England. And so she has certain ideas, and you can see how, like being a farmer, things aren't exactly happening like she thinks they should. All right, time for the ball.
I thought you said they were coming.
They are coming. I think they are coming.
Hopefully they're coming.
Majesty the King. How could you miss an event that the King is planning to attend?
Okay, that would have been big news right there.
Well done, Lady Danbury. I like you. Let's be friends.
Okay. I think he likes her. He does.
Lady Danbury, I am honored.
Your Royal Highness.
The honor is ours.
Love Caitlin Stark. She was the perfect person, I think, to play George's mother.
His Majesty King George III and Queen Charlotte.
I love the heralds. I don't know if that's what you call them or not, but
Lord and Lady
when they
Danbury.
introduce
Thank you for having me.
who's coming into a ball or something like that. Even if it's not the king, whoever's coming out, I love those
Oh,
people
Dan.
being announced.
May I have a dance with your wife?
You may.
Oh, okay. Go for it. All right, that's going to get everybody mixing it.
He is so happy. I have never seen him so.
And knowing what's going
You
on,
never have to thank me. We are a team.
knowing what's going on with like George, and what his mother would have seen, I think that's a big statement from her, saying she's never seen him this happy. Now, as for this section, sort of the big thing here is what's going to happen at the ball. Okay, the people are only showing up because Charlotte got the king to come because Lady Danbury asked. And then once they came, they are going to, before the king came, they weren't really getting together very much. But once they came, once they started dancing, the group started mixing and getting together, and that's what they wanted. You know, I know we don't like him very much, but just his joy there.
I am a success. Let us go and celebrate.
Oh, gosh. She's in for it now.
With one evening, one party, we have created more change, stepped forward more.
And, you know, I think that, again, is really big.
George, be careful.
I will not let you fall.
Okay, very interesting there.
Have you finished?
Okay, so we've got something going on there. And guys, I'm sorry, my dog in the background.
We're done.
We are done.
Okay, so he had way too much fun.
Something has happened to Lord Danbury. Henry, you fetch the doctor.
All right, and so now they've got to figure that out.
Today that I had broken a carriage wheel, how thoughtful of you to send your own carriage.
All right, again, if you know why they're at odds, let me know.
Danbury disdained orphans. Thought educating the poor a waste.
All right, so now we're sort of starting to see.
And found girls useful only for breeding.
I like this conversation.
Oh. You loved. And in your love.
It's at that point she realized that wasn't meant as a
You go to
negative
church
earlier.
To seek solace and connection.
Boy, you have to feel bad at that point.
I loathed. And in my loathing, I fund a school.
Bridgerton loved her husband. Danbury did not.
Your heart is full. Mine starves.
And that's one of those things, understanding people, we don't know what other people are going through.
You fortunate. It is because you are fortunate.
She's fortunate that she had all that.
Shall we have something stronger than tea?
Yes, Violet.
All right. So, I don't know how the rift started. I have not watched Bridgerton season 1 or 2, and just to be honest, I'm probably not going to. But, you know, I like this last scene here of them basically reconciling. After the last scene, they met, and of course, Lady Bridgerton thought that basically it was an insult when she told her she was lucky. Of course, Lady Danbury was not meaning that. She was meaning that she was lucky that she had a husband she cared for enough like that, and they loved each other. And so I'm glad they reconciled that.
Brimsley,
Yes, Your Majesty.
why do you think my girl's never married?
Boy, this is one of those things.
Pleasing young women.
Brimsley, do not attempt to flatter me by talking about my children. It makes me dislike you more.
Oh, she doesn't dislike him at all.
You are still his queen. Forever frozen.
Do not ask questions you're not willing to hear the truth.
Forever waiting. Your daughters could not leave you here, trapped in time.
Interesting explanation.
Go and stand over there and stop talking.
And of course, she's mad. Okay, so they've been in bed.
George?
And this looks like it's really her first time experiencing his
Your Majesty,
fits.
Can I?
George is working. Go back to your post. We are fine.
She's very calm. I like that about her.
Just stand guard at the garden door, clear the back hall, lock the servants in downstairs if you might.
Okay, so they don't want anybody seeing what's going on.
Here! I'm here! I feel you. Talk to me!
Okay, and he got naked once he got out in the courtyard.
Your Majesty.
Say hello!
Hello, Venus. Your Majesty, let us cover you up with this.
Hello, Venus!
Okay, so she understands she's got to be
Farmer
helpful.
George.
It is Venus.
That Farmer George statement sort of gets him.
Venus. Right here. I am Venus.
You are Venus.
Yes.
Very good for her becoming Venus there.
You're in the sky.
I was in the sky, but now I am going inside.
Well, that's a good idea. And so this section, just mainly it's big and it's here because we have Charlotte experiencing that first fit of the king's and working to help him out. And it was finally important, basically 3 episodes through, for halfway through the series, to figure that out. Now, with that, that basically brings to an end our recap. Now we're going to go into the review. And of course, the review is just me chatting about things I liked, I disliked, telling you ups and downs, and trying to get it over as quick as I can. So with that, heading into our review here, let me just talk about that last scene again. And I really thought they did an excellent job filming that scene and writing that scene and making it very important there. And especially the fact that he had run out of the castle, the house, and gone out, and he had stripped and taken all his clothes off. He was naked. And with that, there was that vulnerability that they were trying to show there, or at least that's what I think they were trying to do there. And with that, Charlotte coming to help him, and she sees the vulnerability he has when he has an issue, when he has a fit. And I think she can also respect Reynolds more because he's been around him when this has happened. He's been the king's man for a while, and so he knows what's going on, and he's trying to help. So that's a very big up. I thought that scene was excellent. Again, I'm going to go back to Lady Danbury and her husband. I thought the two of them played the parts extremely well, and I liked her husband's role and sort of the way he did a great job, the actor. But with that, I was never sure exactly her feelings, because she did not like the physical contact. Okay, that's pretty obvious. But she seemed almost like it was her father, and she was, he was having issues of being recognized and going on the hunt and being accepted at the clubs. Sort of the reaction she had was something like a daughter to a father almost, or at least that's what I thought. And then, of course, they were very happy once the king came and their ball was a success. So, they were able to have that moment of joy. And then, of course, he liked to be with his wife, and he died being with his wife. And I think that was a perfect end to Lord Danbury. And add to that the fact that they set up, and I don't know who the guy is, but the one that asked Lady Danbury to dance, I'd have to go back and look at his name, possibly setting up another maybe romance down the line. Along with that, another up for basically going in and having the dance and the way it was portrayed, and having the king and Charlotte there in order to bring the groups together, and then recognizing that they were having an effect on society. I like that. Also, basically the idea, Charlotte sort of moving through this idea that George is different, and them coming together as well. They were doing the even days, and eventually she starts to grow closer. They're having that almost mandatory time together, and then she is getting in a situation where she is sort of falling for him and respecting him, and she likes the idea, I think, of Farmer George once she realizes what it's all about, because of all the pressure that he has always had on his shoulders. Okay. Now, with that, I hope everybody has enjoyed this episode. I give it a solid A for a grade, and it's just another good episode. All these episodes are A level to me for the most part. And with that, I hope everybody enjoyed this. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 400 subscribers as soon as possible. Please smash that like button. It helps us get recognized. And of course, make some comments below. I want some interaction with the listeners and viewers out there. And so I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.